Hello students, how are you all now? Okay, so let's start with our English composition. Now before we go ahead, tell me, do you like to listen to stories? Stories of different kinds or varieties or genres, like a suspense or a thriller, adventure, or a comic one? We all love to listen to stories, right? Okay, now just tell me, what about writing a story? Do you all like to write? Yes? I hope you all like. And even if you don't like, today you are going to learn how to write a story. Okay, so that is our topic today, story writing. And I'm sure you will try to write stories by your own. Okay, so let's start with our story writing. Now, what is a story? Okay, a story is meant to amuse, entertain, delight, or point out a moral. Okay, so we get a moral also from the the story. Whichever story is, all the stories have some morals to it. Okay, so we get something to learn from it. Now, to tell even a simple story properly, it requires some skill, right? It should be well planned so that you do not miss out some important points, right? So, to write a good story, you must have the whole plot clear in your mind, okay? And the main points, okay, should be arranged in the proper order also. Okay, now can you just write, you'll just start your story, writing the story, and suddenly you remember something, and then you wrote what happened in the end, and suddenly then again what happened before that. So how your story will go then? Will anybody enjoy reading your story? No, right? So you should arrange it properly. All your ideas, you have to arrange it properly. Okay, now how? So here we are going to have a proper, some points are there which you have to remember. So today we are going to learn how to write a story with the help of the outline given. Okay, so let's see what points you have to keep it in your mind before writing a story. Now here you can see the plot, a clear idea of the plot. So you should have a proper clear idea. Okay, now when a outline is given to you, okay, so that is what we are going to learn today, right? I told you outline will be given. So when you're writing, the plot of the story will be given, okay, more or less fully in the outlines which will be provided. Now what is this outline actually? Yes, what is this outline? Outline, actually it is only a skeleton. You can say it is only a skeleton. It is your work to clothe the skeleton with flesh and breathe life into it. Okay, so it is just a skeleton. You must try to produce a connected narrative and to make it as interesting as you can. Okay, now for that you have to remember that a plot, a clear idea of the plot should be there in your mind. Means what you are going to do here? The outline will be given, right? So it is important to have the clear idea. Now the idea is clear because you will have the outline in front of you. So the order of events in the plot, okay, so all these things are necessary. Now construction, follow the given outline. Okay, so whatever outline will be given to you, okay, follow it. Means what you will do, the points should be connected in a natural manner so that the story flows smoothly. Okay, so that is why we have to follow the outline given. So points will be there, you have to connect each and every point, and while connecting, see that they are properly connected. Okay, the points are connected only, so you have to weave a story there. You have to use your own imagination, your own words, and just start writing. Then the detailing, details about actions, gestures, and emotions should develop the story well. So all these things should be there in your story. The action should be there, gestures and emotions, all these things. Now all details must be filled in imaginatively. Okay, the dialogue, you can use the dialogue and conversation also, which will help you in making the story natural and real. Okay, so that is detailing. Then the next point is conclusion. Okay, conclusion. Conclusion should be such that there is some surprise. Okay, so there should be some surprise in the end, okay, of your story. Followed? So there should be a climax to raise the level of suspense, and the conclusion should be such that there is some surprise. So you should surprise the reader. Okay, now you are the writer, so you'll be writing to surprise the reader. So the reader should feel that, yeah, he should get excited to know more. What will be the end? So your conclusion should be such that there is some surprise element in it. Okay, then the language. It should be simple with correct grammar and expression. Okay, so after writing, just go through it again, see what you have written, whether any correction is to be done. Just put one line through it and you can continue writing. Okay, then the heading means the title of the story. It is again very much important. The heading or the title should evoke interest in the story. Many times it happens, right? When you go to your library, okay, to whenever you have a library period, when you go there, you just, instead of reading the book, first what you do? Okay, just tell me honestly. Don't you just go through the cover page, right? And if you find the cover page interesting, then only you go for that book, isn't it? Yes. So this is the same thing with the title of the story. If the title is catchy, interesting, okay, the reader will find it more interesting to read the story. Okay, so the heading of your story is important. Now it can include the name of the main characters or the incident, or a suitable proverb also you can use in your story for a title. Okay, so the heading should evoke interest in the story. Okay, the story which you have written. Now let's see the format, how we are going to write the story. Okay, now you are going to write the format. Now if you're writing in the notebook, right? So when you're writing in the notebook, you will always keep the format. You will always write the format on the left hand side of the page. You all are aware of that, right? In 3rd and 4th standard, you have done the same thing. Okay, so keep the format on the left hand side page of the book, and then you can write the proper answer. Whatever topic you are writing on, that you will write on the right hand side page of the book. Clear? Now here is the format, okay, for the story writing. So first will come the title. So once you go through the outline, more or less you will get the idea what the story is all about. So depending on that, you can just think of a title. And if you are not sure about what title you should give, you can take the main characters, you can take their names, okay, or about what you are writing, you can write that also. And if you are still not sure, then what you can do? Okay, so what you can do? Yes, so first you complete your story, then you decide what title you want to write. But don't forget, title is must. Okay, so first you will write the title. After writing the title, that means the name for the story, you will leave a line. Okay, one single line. Then you will start with your first paragraph, that too touching the margin. So your first paragraph, what it will have? Introductory paragraph. So introduction, in general you will start with your story. Okay, all the characters, the main character you want to introduce, you can just start with the story in the first paragraph. Okay, in the introductory paragraph. Now once that paragraph is over, about 4 to 5 will do, 4 to 5 lines will do. Again, you can see there a cross is there. What is the meaning of cross? You have to leave a line. After that, again start with the new paragraph touching the margin. So here you will start with the main content. You will just write your story, what you are, what you want to write, all the points you will connect properly and you will write there. Okay, all the proper plots, all the incident you will cover in the main content. Then again cross, right? So again you will leave a line and you will start with your third paragraph. Now the next paragraph will be the conclusion. Okay, so you are going to conclude it. That means you are going to end your story now here in this paragraph. Okay, now if you remember the points which you were supposed to keep in mind before writing a story, it was that there should be some suspense there. Okay, so the readers, they should like they want to know now what will be the end. Okay, they are eager now, they are very much anxious to know the end. Okay, so many times it happens, right, when you are watching a movie or your favorite serial, that time also the movie is going on and suddenly in the end you can find the climax, little suspense is there, something either it goes right or wrong, right? Always most of the times you have the happy endings, isn't it? Yeah, so not necessarily happy only, but you can try. Okay, so here you are going to conclude your story by just creating a sort of suspense and giving the answer to that suspense. Okay, so that is the conclusion. So here you can see title, leave a line, introductory paragraph, again leave a line, main content, then leave a line, and then comes the conclusion. Now, here is the question. Construct a story from the outline given. Give a suitable title. So now we are going to write a story. Okay, outline is given and our work is to give a suitable title. Shall we start? Here. So here is the outline. Hot day. Again, you can see the small dash there, right? Yeah. Hot day and searching for water, came to a spring, had to climb up a blade of grass, slipped and fell into the water, could have drowned, dove on the tree, plucked off a leaf and dropped it near the ant. So here you can see the small dash there, hyphen is given there, right? You can see there. Yeah, so each of these are small points. Now you have to just weave your story here. Okay, just take 1 point. Out of 1 point you have to make 1 sentence out of that point. 1 or 2 will also do. So in this way you have to start writing your story. Now let's continue. Ant climbed up, carried safely to the dry ground. A hunter, throwing out his net towards the dove, ant quickly bit him. Pain, hunter dropped the net, dove fly away. Okay, so this is the outline. Now what is our work? To write properly the story. Okay, and we also have to give a suitable title. Now if you go through the outline, we can very well say that the story is about the ant and the dove, right? Yeah. So here I've given the title of the story, The Ant and the dove. Now let's start. One hot day, an ant was searching for some water. After walking around for some time, she came to a spring. To reach the spring, she had to climb up a blade of grass. While making her way up, she slipped and fell into the water. She could have drowned if a dove up a nearby tree had not seen her. Seeing that the ant was in trouble, the dove quickly plucked off a leaf and dropped it into the water near the struggling ant. The ant moved towards the leaf and climbed up there. Soon it carried her safely to dry ground. Just at that time, a hunter nearby was throwing out his net towards the dove, hoping to trap it. Guessing what he was about to do. So now you are done with your first two paragraphs. Okay, the ant's life is saved by the dove. Okay, and when she comes safely to the dry ground, there is again one suspense, right? What is there? A hunter is seen there. Okay, she sees one hunter. Now what will happen now? Guessing what he was about to do. So now the ant is very much sure now what the hunter will be doing, because there is net in his hand, right? The ant quickly bit him on the hill. Okay, so what she did? She quickly bit him on the hill. On the hill of the hunter. Feeling the pain, the hunter dropped his net. The dove was quick to fly away to safety. So here is our story. Okay, we had three paragraphs here. We had the introduction, then we viewed the story, that is the main content. There only we created a suspense also, and in the last paragraph we just saw that what happened. Okay, and we just were able to find out what will be the end, what is the end of the story. Okay, so the suspense was created and then we were able to solve the suspense also, right? Okay, so this is our story writing. Hope you have followed. So try to learn to write the stories with the help of outlines. You can take any story, just take out the important points, they are your outlines, and you can write the story by your own. Okay, so that is the story writing. Followed? Okay, so we'll stop now. See you in our next class. Bye for now.